welcome to Art and Fashion. I'm here with Nikki McDonnell from Veronica Pin Up. Welcome to the show, Nikki. How are you?
Thank you very much, Dominique. It's nice to be here.
Nice to have you on the show. So, as far as I knew, you used to do a lot of the photography for Veronica Pin Up, and now Veronica Pin Up seems to be going in a new direction. You have a new studio. Tell me a little bit more about what you do and what Veronica Pin Up is all about.
Sure. We actually started with vintage photography. You know that. Doing a lot of the vintage photography with hot rods, cars, motorcycles. We've been doing that for many, many years. And now Veronica Pin Up has exploded into this new company. We're actually made up of 6 different divisions. The Veronica Studio now hosts a number of different events. So we continue to do the Veronica Pin Up and the vintage photography, but we now have, in addition, a Veronica Modeling, which is interesting because it is now considered models that can come in as an agency or looking for work or for magazine work, print work. So it's a little different. It's a little more upscale. And that's been very interesting because we do offer now male models as well as female models. And in addition, a whole kids division. Oh, which is really exciting. The kids have a lot of energy. They're very positive. They're so much fun to work with. And the kids modeling program is fantastic. So a couple of different things. Okay. We are doing event photography now too. So we do incorporate event planning and everything into certain celebrations and corporate events, weddings. We do things like that, which is great. In addition to a school where we have courses for just about everything if you want to get into modeling. It's very exciting. We do runway. We have makeup classes, yoga. It incorporates everything that you would need to become a model, not just the outside, but we work on the inside too. Because a lot of times it's very difficult when you go on calls and things to know what to wear, how to act, how to interview. So that's a whole nother aspect of it. And you know, anybody could come to our studio and learn all these things and feel really comfortable going into the industry. So you said you had 6 different divisions. So what does that exactly break down into? We have Veronica Pin Up New York, which is, you know, my favorite, old school, vintage. We have the Veronica Modeling. We have the Veronica Kids division. Okay. The events and photography, the school, and an agency now. Okay. All right, cool. So it's pretty interesting and exciting. And so how has your role changed from being the photographer to right now you're like the owner, manager? Are you still doing photography? I do manage it. I will not stay away from my camera. So I continue to do photography. I shoot daily. We are open 7 days a week and I'm right in there. I do have other photographers that work for me now, but I enjoy it and I love it. So I still want to continue to do that. So it's, you know, it's a fantastic thing, and I grow, and I get to watch the people around me grow, which is really exciting. Okay. So now I saw that you did a lot with like the classes for models, a lot of different types of classes. Tell us a little more about the classes. Do they start like at a certain date, or can you pretty much walk in anytime? How does that work? You have to take a class. You actually have to sign up for a class. We do have a monthly calendar out, which is fantastic. Right now we're offering a model boot camp course, which is really very intensified for young women and men that really want to get into the industry and are very serious about modeling. That course starts every month and it goes for 6 weeks. And that is, it's very intense. It includes a certain number of hours as far as runway goes for Fashion Week and things like that. And the yoga and the nutrition. We actually have a nutritionist that comes in and works with our models and learning how to pose and everything. In addition to that, we have separate courses that you can come in. We do have exercise classes as well. So if you're into belly dancing, which is our new exercise class, which is great, in addition to the yoga, and we have pageant classes now for young girls, which is very, very exciting because that's a whole nother world. And getting the young kids in again for that is just fantastic, where they're learning runway, again, interviewing at 5 years old. It's unbelievable what they can do. It's just fantastic. They're actually, they take direction a lot better than us adults do. So I think that's fantastic. They don't have to unlearn anything. Exactly. It's really, really wonderful. So all those courses are on a monthly calendar, and people can come in and sign up and really enjoy everything that we have to offer, because there's a lot going on over there.
Mm-hmm. So for the event photography, what types of events do you photograph?
We photograph everything. Anything. We just did a wonderful 40th birthday party, which is a steampunk theme, which was fantastic. We will do weddings, we will do corporate events, pretty much anything that you could think of, we do. And in this last party, we actually brought a hot rod into the building and did mini vintage pinup shoots during the event, which is what the client wanted. So anything out of the box is kind of like what we specialize in and get excited over. And so it includes a big array of any kind of event you could think of. And
then I imagine that you would also provide models for events should there be
We do. We can provide favors, models, event spaces, everything that is included, including, like I said, belly dancers or any kind of theme party that you would like, and including the cars and the hot rods and the motorcycles. Okay. It's a lot of fun.
Where do you get the cars and the hot rods and the motorcycles?
After doing vintage photography for all these years, I have a lot of friends and car clubs that are involved and are always excited to have their car photographed. Yep. So it's really not a problem.
And the instructors at your school, what kind of backgrounds do they have?
The instructors are wonderful. We have, like, for instance, our runway instructor is a runway model who actually does Fashion Week and Couture Fashion Week and all the different shows. So she's traveled all over the place. She actually started with Veronica Pin Up, which is really great. Had a model before that and is now very successful, and is wonderful with the young girls, really teaching them the do's and don'ts and how to stand out and how to have your own personality and really be strong and confident, which is what we're really all about. I mean, again, adding the male models into it, but just empowering women and making sure that every young girl that comes to us has that empowerment and feels strong and confident in whatever she's going to do.
Do the kids do runway too?
The kids do runway, and it's absolutely amazing. It's adorable. The poses are a little different, especially for pageant. They're a lot different than the adults would do, but it is absolutely adorable. So,
what are the types of differences between like kids pageants and adults, like runway?
There is a lot of there's a big difference between it. A lot of it is very cutesy. They're modeling the clothes. They're first starting to learn. They do turns and they do little poses that are more childlike. So it is there is a little bit of a difference. They also have, when they do the pageants, they have a little talent section and things like that. So it is a little bit different than a fashion, runway model.
And do you coach them through the talent segments as well?
We do. We do the talent, the runway, interviewing, which is really important. Can be very difficult when you're asking a 5-year-old all these questions, but going through it, they actually become more comfortable and then they can sit down and do an interview, no problem at that age, which is fantastic.
Oh, that's so cool. If somebody wanted to see some of your images and pictures, as well as find out more information about Veronica Pin Up, where would they go online?
If you want to learn more about all the different things that we have to offer, you should check out veronicapinupny.com. That has all our information. You can check us out on Facebook too. All the links are on our page. And you can really get a lot of information there. You also see a lot of our photography work, and you can also contact us through the website if you're interested.
You guys also recently developed like t-shirts and sweatshirts. Is there more of a Veronica Pin Up merchandise on their way?
There is more coming. We have a clothing line that is doing very well right now. People seem to like the logo. I am actually wearing the shirt.
Very cool.
And you can order those through the website. We do have a new Veronica modeling line, which is coming out, which is a little bit different than this type of style. It's a little more relaxed, very cute, and those you can find right on our website to order. So it's pretty exciting.
Cool. I'll have to check them out. I look forward to getting my sweatshirt too.
You'll love it. We have these new burnout hoodies. They're fantastic. So you'll get yours, don't worry.
Okay, cool. Hold on, I'm just trying to think about the other divisions. Now, in terms of going back to the classic Veronica Pin Up, that was mostly with cars and like pin-up photography. What got you into that in the first place, into pin-up modeling and pin-up photography?
I just decided one day that I was going to, because I love the vintage style so much, that I was going to do a pin-up calendar. And I started to shoot this pin-up calendar. and more girls started coming to me and saying, well, I want to be in this calendar. We started just taking photographs constantly. Long story short, we ended up with this company, and we still haven't finished the calendar. However, that vintage style is always just, you know, very dear to my heart, and I love it. So I think a lot of people are interested in those shoots, and I continue to do that. And we do shoot women of every size, every age. That's what we're really all about, is just, you know, anybody can come down for a shoot and feel beautiful and get that treatment and really feel confident. So I continue to do that, and we'll never stop doing that.
How long ago did that seed get planted with the calendar and everything?
Probably about 4.5 years ago at this point. So
all right,
maybe
cool.
one day we'll have the calendar, but
Where'd the name Veronica Pin Up come from?
That's a tricky one.
Oh, yeah?
I don't usually disclose that.
Okay.
When I was a little girl, I had a doll named Veronica. And she was wonderful. You could twist her head around, change her hair color and everything. She was real vintage looking. So that's actually where the name of the company came from. Oh,
wow. I've always wondered then, and I never asked. Very
now
cool.
Knows.
I like the backgrounds.
Yep. So.
All right. Any other aspects of the company that you think you're going to be going in the future? Like you said, you have 6 divisions now. Is there any division that you'd like to expand on?
Right now, I believe that the pageant is going to become one of its own. We are right now doing a lot of work with Miss New York, and we've had visits from some of the other beauty queens. If you go on our Facebook, you can check it out. And we're really very excited about it. I think it's a wonderful self-confidence boost for young women. You know, once parents bring their child there and they understand what it's all about, they get excited, because it should be a very positive experience for everybody. And it really does inspire young women to, especially at that age, between 5 and 11, where they're growing. So they're learning how to have that personality and have that confidence and feel comfortable speaking in public. And I think it does set a good role for them moving forward in their life to have that experience. So we're very excited about the pageant, and I think that our pageant courses are fantastic. And we actually have one coming up on the 22nd of February, which is a very intensified one, and there is a guest visit there with a photo op too. So one of the beauty queens will actually be there for a photo shoot with the kids. So it's a lot of fun.
It sounds like a lot of the skills that the kids would learn too are good for pageants, but also good for just like real life, building confidence, building speaking skills and public skills that they could take along with them as they grow up. Exactly.
I don't think it's that easy growing up in 2015. So it does give them a little step up and help with just social and surroundings and everything about themselves. So it's a great program.
Do you have any upcoming projects that you're working on that you're excited about that you could talk about?
We have many upcoming projects that we're working on that I'm excited about. Right now we're working a lot with makeup as well too. So we have been doing a couple of different things with some artists and collaborating with body painting and face painting, different types of photography like that. My team is very into the superheroes and things like that, so we do have something exciting coming up.
Oh, cool.
Which will be a collaboration of a couple of different things. And I think that is just, you know, us as artists being photographers, we still, with all this going on, get to use our creativity. So it's very important for myself and my team to always have something like that going. You know, and it really does inspire us to keep going and moving forward. I think networking is really important with everything, and collaboration is great. So
you are collaborating with a lot of other businesses and artists. Are you still open to accepting new collaborations and people contacting you?
We are always open to that. We are always open to that. We still do private shoots too. Any woman that wants to come down and get pictures done, and that's how we originally started, how the company started. We do private shoots every week. We're interested in always moving forward and keeping our clients, and we get a lot of referrals from private clients that we have that may be nervous about coming down to do something for their husband or their boyfriend or whatever it is. And you know, those are just my favorite. I mean, I just love it. And they come down and they leave with these wonderful pictures that they'll have for a lifetime. it's just an amazing experience. So, you know, we're always open to working with everybody and still also working with how we originally started.
Are you looking for any other instructors or artists and people to come in and work with?
Yes, we are always open to that. I do get a lot of emails and text messages from different people, and it does require sometimes when we have projects that we do work with more than one person. So I like that, and I do like to switch it around and invite other people in to work with.
Okay,
I think it brings a different, you know, a different thing to our plate, which is really nice. It adds color to it. So,
what's the best way to contact you if somebody wanted to either do a private shoot or do something privately, or if somebody was interested in collaborating?
They could contact me through the Veronica Pin Up NY.com website. There is a customer service email there that you can actually log on and get in touch with us right away. You could also call us at 352-0290 or 353-9. I'm sorry, I messed up the number. 9748, 353-9748. They could either call, text us.
And that's 516 area
516
code.
area code.
Okay.
Yes, we're in Suffolk, 516. They could either call or email us, and usually you'll get a response with, you know, that day. So,
where's your studio located right now?
Our studio is at 1804 Plaza Avenue in New Hyde Park, New York. We're located right by the train station, which is great because we're only 20 minutes from Manhattan, and the line is right there. You can actually hop off the train and hop in our door. So
okay, very cool. That's
yes.
very convenient for anybody.
Even from Suffolk, yes. The Riverhead line goes that way, too.
Yeah.
So.
All right, where do you see Veronica Pin Up in the next, like, 3 years? Because things are moving fast. I would say 5, but let's go with 3.
You know, things are moving quite fast. I can't really tell you at this point. Things happen so fast that I really couldn't tell you where we're going to be in the next 3 years. But I could tell you that, you know, we are going to continue to work on all of the stuff that we're on right now, and hopefully still help out the community and still, you know, work with our regular clients and keeping it old school and making sure that it's a welcoming place for our community.
Okay, great. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
No, that's it. I just want to thank you very much for having me. Thank you so much,
Yeah,
Tony.
no, Nikki, it was great to see you, and thanks for coming on the show. I really appreciate having you here, and it's really exciting to hear all the nice things that Veronica Pin Up is up to, especially since the last time I saw you when it was just basically photography, and now you're going in all these different directions. So definitely a lot's happened, and it's been great talking to you.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for coming on, and thanks everybody for tuning into the Daily Blue. We'll see you next time. Have a great day.